Hello, I am State Education Commissioner Mary Ellen Elia. We have released high school graduation rates for the class of 2017. These are students who entered the 9th grade in 2013. The numbers show that we are building on our progress with more students earning a diploma on time. Our four-year graduation rate for 2017 has now increased to 80.2%. While it's welcome news that our graduation rate is moving in a positive direction, unacceptable gaps in achievement persist. For this reason, the push for educational equity remains the driving force behind our decision-making and policies. As many of you know, the guiding principle for our approved Every Student Succeeds Act, or ESSA plan, is to foster equity in education for New York students, so we have strategies in place to reduce achievement gaps. My Brother's Keeper is another initiative aimed at increasing equity for New York students. To date, we've awarded grants to 98 school districts and colleges to boost the academic achievement and college and career readiness of boys and young men of color. We're confident that these efforts, along with the dedication of our educators and parents, will help more students graduate from high school. A high school diploma is a key to unlocking so many life-changing opportunities, and every child must be given a fair shot at earning one. As I mentioned, our 2017 four-year graduation rate is 80.2%. This is 11.6 percentage points higher than 10 years ago, when the graduation rate was 68.6%. When you add in August graduates, our 2017 rate is 82.1%. With these numbers, we're on track to meet our graduation goals in our recently approved ESSA plan. We're seeing growth in many of our Big Five districts, with Yonkers posting a significant gain of 4.5 percentage points over last year. Rochester also saw a large gain of 4.2 percentage points for 2017. However, the district still lags behind its Big Five counterparts with a graduation rate of 51.9%. While the graduation rate for Black, Hispanic, and Native American students did go up, it's still 20 percentage points lower than the rate for white and Asian students. The graduation rates for English language learners are mixed. For current ELLs, who are students currently identified as English language learners, the graduation rate stayed flat from last year. However, the graduation rate for former ELL students, called EVER-ELLs, actually exceeds the statewide average. The graduation rate for EVER-ELLs was 84.4%. Graduation rates for students with disabilities statewide have increased over the past 2 years. This year, it went up 1.4 percentage points and climbed higher in 4 of the Big Five school districts, with Rochester experiencing the most growth. As for dropout rates, it essentially stayed flat between this year and last year at 6.2%, but did inch higher for English language learners. The dropout rate remains too high and further reinforces the need for greater equity in education for all students in all schools. We do see a more positive picture when looking at 5- and 6-year graduation rates for English language learners. For ELLs who were in the 9th grade for the first time in 2011, the 6-year graduation rate increased by 14.5 percentage points. The same trend holds true for students with disabilities and students from economically disadvantaged backgrounds. With an extra year or two of high school, the graduation rates for these students increased as well, and the achievement gaps between Black and Hispanic students and their white peers narrowed. These data are encouraging and show very clearly that persistence does pay off. However, this doesn't change the motivation at the center of our work. We will continue to look for new strategies to achieve equity and help all students reach their full potential. This includes considering additional pathways to graduation. In fact, for the class of 2017, nearly 10,000 students earned their diploma by pursuing a multiple pathway, such as STEM or the arts. On our website, you will find additional detail about the 2017 graduation rates, including district and school rates. Thank you for your time and your interest and support of our New York State students.